Furious WrestleQuest. Back in this thing, guys. Hope you guys are having a great Father's Day. And happy Father's Day to everyone, to all the real fathers out there, right? All you buster, uh, punk ass deadbeat dads and all that. Shame on y'all, you know what I mean? But you see who we're looking at, right? MJF. Maxwell Jacob Friedman. He's always in character. He's always working. It's always the gimmick with this guy. And this is pretty funny to me that I totally forgot for a second that he was in Happy Gilmore too. I watched it and everything, and I forgot. Like, I remembered, obviously, Carl Gallagher, the Happy Gilmore kid. Who's that golfer again? I'm forgetting his name. Uncle, whatever, that was living in the garage. Yo, that's a sequel that really lived up to it. It had been all these years. There's a lot of shitty sequels, right? And I'm not talking about those bunk ass, which some of those, there's a good one here and there out there. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Like Belly 2, Sturavecos 2. The list can go on and on, where those aren't like the people that originally created the movie made those. Someone bought the rights to the name to be able to have like used to be called straight to DVD, now it's straight to streaming or whatever, to those types of movies. They buy the rights to it, I forgot who broke that all down in an interview or whatever. But, we're talking about real official sequels. Comment some of your most favorite sequels out there. Comment some of the worst. But with Happy Gilmore, obviously a fucking classic, one of the greats. I mean, Adam Sandler, genius, so much great movies, and it's like, should we do a sequel to this? Again, I started hearing just talks of it, and I was like, man, I was a bit nervous, but it was phenomenal. It was amazing. I love the way they got all the spots in, as a pro wrestling fan would say, right? You know what I'm talking about? Like, all the spots with the boss, or if the people weren't still there, they got their son to do the spot. It was great, man. It was almost like all those comedy spots having in, like a Ric Flair match or a whoever match. If they have a rematch somewhere down the line, they got to get the spots in an innovative, dope way. And they really did that with Happy Gilmore too. But I can't believe that I totally forgot MJF was in it, but they all killed it on their mass hole vibes. But this is what he put up for Happy Father's Day right here. And you see Happy Father's Day, MJF, right? Now, how funny is this? We got to carry on. But let me know, your thoughts about the movie, Father's Day. MJF, like we said, he's always in character. And that's part of what I think the fans love about him so much, the way he's cultivated this character. And he's always working. He's always in gimmick. And, initially when you see that, comment if you right away knew that was Adam Sandler. You were like, oh, he's coming out of the land of kayfabe to wish his pops a Father's Day. But how funny is this? Someone busting his balls, right? Happy Father's Day to your real dad. So you're like, oh, did they find his real dad? That's kind of crazy and stalkerish, but that's the way the internet goes. But no, it's Colt Cabana, right? Listen, although MJF is my kid through blood, I don't consider him my child because he's such a piece of ish. Then we got this, him scolding him, right? And then they made up. And then wait, there's one more.
Lines, little buddy. You're embarrassing me. Good job. Make sure you draw within the lines, little buddy. You're embarrassing me. Good job. Make sure you draw within the lines, little buddy.
So that was fucking hilarious, right? I mean, you know what I mean? Then we got, are you going to wish Andrade a happy Father's Day as well, Maxwell? So listen, I missed the most recent. Someone fill me in on that, what's going down, because Andrade got the Japan belt, which is dope. I love that for him. I love the way Andrade's been flourishing over in AEW, man. And they were doing the thing with the Callis family where he was linking up with them to go against, who was it? Was it Orange Cassidy or someone, that if they have the 6-on-6 and if they win, One of them gets a title shot. But then there was also the Owen Hart Invitational Tournament, and whoever won that, I believe, gets a title shot as well. And then Andrade wanted to get a title shot. This is all that Forbidden Door, right? So I'm like, man, what in the world? Like, there's so much going on. But that's cool. And then notice over in WWE, they got the whole thing where the King of the Ring is back, and the winner of that gets a title shot at SummerSlam, which initially, when the King of the Ring came around, that's what it was supposed to be. But then sometimes they got away from that. You know that? But and then I was just listening to a podcast where they were pointing out how storyline wise it's flucked up that someone in the, which, comment everyone what you think of the King of the Ring, if it should have never left or what, you know. I love it. I wish they never got away from it. We've seen it come back a couple times here and there. But hopefully it's back to stay. But it's interesting that that's going on at the same time as the Owen Hart Invitational Tournament, you know. And, man, it's such a shame that Owen Hart's name isn't said more in pro wrestling. But, you know, his family don't want WWE to be able to have shit to do with, you know, that's why we see it in AEW, and you got to respect that, man. Like, it's so crazy, the Hart name. We could go on and on about that, the way they ished all over the Hart legacy in a lot of ways, man. But, yeah, fill me in on that, though. What happened with all those storylines that I was talking about, and who's going to get their title shot against MJF, etc. But in WWE, they were just talking about there's someone in the King of the Ring who's not on Raw. So, like, there's no way that they're going to be able to win, right? Where the tribal chief sent them after Cody, I believe. I don't know. Wow, MJF. This is the first time you have ever been a face. What a match for liking Father's Day. All the other marks out there. What's this? I absolutely hate asking for money. I don't know why that's even in here. Oh, is that an ad? Soon MJF will be the great scumbag father. Till then, he is the baby Triple B. Tie those laces up, champ. You might trip and have an accident. So, yeah, I don't know. I just got a kick out of that, you know, that MJF, he's always working. He's always in character, even on Father's Day. But it was a different character, you know. So, and then that Colt Cabana stuff, you know. Jump into the comments to share your thoughts about it all. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and come talk pro wrestling with me, internet wrestling community. This is WrestleQuest, guys. Help me build this thing up. And again, happy Father's Day only to the real ones out there. Peace.